Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have something to talk about that associated with the channel, which is about what is my channel is about. So today I have something which I have recently tried and has been a better experience of my life, like much best experience of my life than I've ever experienced something like that. So today we are going to talk about the menstrual cups. Yes, you're right, it's the trending topic. Obviously, I know there are many things about it online. You can find advantages, disadvantages, both. Obviously advantages are more than disadvantages, but personal experience of each and every person who has reviewed it has been different. Most of them has been a positive experience, but I to be honest, I've not seen a single review which is bad for them, which has said that menstrual cup didn't work for them. It does work, but it requires practice. So to be honest, I am a sanitary napkin girl. I've never used a tampon in my life. I've never known how to use a tampon in my life. So this was the very first experience which I had in my life, since the first time I got my cycle. So that was 10 years ago, and since 10 years I have been every month having periods, and God knows how many pads I have used for that, which has caused ruining the environment and not keeping it good, because obviously environment, as we can see, that it's literally ruining. Everything is ruined. The pads that we use creates so much of disadvantages for environment, for us as well, because our the vulva, okay, it's not called vagina, it's vulva. So the vulva needs to breathe while we are menstruating. When the eggs are so much out and they are bleeding, the uterus needs to breathe. And when periods are we have stick the pad for constantly 8 hours, and we change the pad every 8 hours depending upon the flow. I am the heavy flow type. I have periods for 5 days. The first 3 days are very heavy flow, and the last 2 days are okay, like spots here and there. But yeah, talking about menstrual cups, I recently ordered it from Nykaa. This is how it looks like. It looks very small, but to be honest, it works. It works wonders. Actually, I ordered it on my first day of my period, then I got it on the third day, so I was not able to use it on my heavy flow days. But it is very comfortable to wear. First of all, just let me tell you, it is way comfortable. Once you have put it inside, you don't know that your periods are there. You just forget about them. So that's an added advantage. Apart from that, there are, unlike tampons, menstrual cups don't dry the vagina, as I was explaining earlier, that the tampons and also sanitary napkins have some sort of, bleach upon them, which leaves some sort of chemical reaction on the, genital area of ours. So that's not the healthy bacteria which we should be having upon our bodies. First of all, it's a life-threatening condition for us, because obviously we bleed for since the age of 12 till 45, 50, till we hit the menopause. So it's not related to that. It doesn't give us any bad bacteria on our body. And apart from that, it doesn't contain chemicals, as I mentioned, which are found in tampons and sanitary napkins as well. And according to World Health Organization, some dioxins are known to cause cancer. So some dioxins which are used on sanitary napkins and tampons can cause cancer, because they are left when we are wearing it, or when tampons are supposed to go inside, and pad is also around the area. So it leaves certain chemicals are left out on there, because we are, it's not visible to bare eyes, but it is there obviously. But not many women still this day use this. And let me just address the facts. Having been able to use this cup is to feel privileged, seriously, because there are still many villages in India that women don't have the, you can say, opportunity to even wear a pad. They use clothes. like they use cloth pad. They don't have an opportunity to even wear a pad, and they don't have privacy. They don't have private toilets for them where they can change it or replace it. So I feel very privileged that I can at least purchase it and use it for myself. And I would, if I can give it to as many people as I can, like around the, at least in India, I would definitely would like to do it someday in the future. That's like, I don't know, that's my philanthropy side coming out. Yeah. Okay, so coming back to this actually retails for $4.99 on Nykaa, which and it's actually, you know, reusable till like what, 5 years or so. I mean, it saves a lot of money. But yeah, this is for the people who have heavy flow. I have a heavy flow, so I thought, why not go for it and be, you know, safe than sorry. If I would have gotten small or medium, then it might have leaked. So yeah, that's not the concern right now. I'm just saying that it comes in 3 sizes, and it can contain about 25 ml of the blood. So you know, there's a myth that we bleed a lot when we actually don't, because when the period is like dropped on the pad through vagina, it looks like spread so much and we think we bleed a lot, but we actually don't. Because when I was wearing it, so when we insert it, so when like 12 hours, it says that we can wear it for 12 hours and forget about it. So when I like took it out after 12 hours, I'm like, seriously, I bleed only this much? I didn't know. Okay, so this is the myth that has been created in our minds since the very first time we get periods, that we bleed a lot, but we actually don't. We cannot certainly bleed more than 25 ml. Not a single woman can. Okay, unless until like you have 7 days of cycle or something, but I don't think even 7 days of cycle bleed too much. Okay, so 25 ml for a day is pretty normal. When I used it, I did not even cross the 10 ml bar. Okay, so you can see the measurements over here. I don't know if, yeah, see the 10 ml, I did not even cross this much. So I was like, okay, this is new for me. I did not know that I can literally bleed less than 10 milliliters. I was like, okay, so yeah, that's the thing. So if you're a heavy flow person, you can get the medium one as well. It depends on your preferences. I got the larger since I thought I usually have a heavy flow during the first 3 days, so I got this one. But these are literally odor free. Okay, we get the odor because the blood leaks out of the vagina, and because this cup goes inside and, you know, collects us inside, so there is no leaking outside. And to be honest, wow, when I wore this, I was literally scared that my panties are going to stain. But I kept, like, 2-3 times I went to washroom to pee. I was like, I'll see something. I'll see one drop of bleed at least, right? One leak, one. But there was not a single leak in the panty. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I should not be saying what the fuck, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. There was not a single drop of leaking happening over there. So I was like, yeah, this can be a lifesaver for me, because obviously, as I said, mentioned the heavy flow and stuff. So, well, and who likes their panties getting like, you know, covered in blood while they're in periods? I mean, no one. So this is odor free, and it took a while for me to learn how to take it out, because once it's inside, so you can see the small dots over there, here, there's a small hole. What they do is they create suction inside when it's gone inside. So what I do is I usually, you know, cover this in like this taco shape. This looks like taco. I know I shouldn't be talking about food when it's associated with the periods in the vagina, but yeah, so when we have to like make it in this shape and then put it inside, it's not really hard to put it inside. To be honest, I thought it would be really tough, but it's not. So yeah, once it's in this shape, we have to just put it inside, and it opens up itself like that. So it creates the suction on the walls of the vagina, so that the uterus will, like, you know, whatever the blood will be leaked, it will go directly in there. And this is the stem that is, you know, supposed to help to take it out, but not like, you don't have to pull it like this, because the stem won't hold the suction too much. The suction won't come off with the stem. So what we have to do when we are taking it out, we have to put like this, like you can put a thumb or you can put the index finger and release the suction like this, so the cup is like released, the suction from the holes is like removed from the vagina, from the walls of the vagina, then you can take it out like that. So in the same shape of the taco, you can take it out and then drop whatever the blood has come off. You can drop and wash it again. And it is mentioned that you cannot wash it with something that has a scent in it, because it might cause irritation when you put it back inside, and something with scent is totally has to be avoided. So I washed it with Dettol, because Dettol does not, the normal Dettol, because it does not have any kind of scent in it. So like it's also, you know, medically approved, and also like it would be better to wash off with that. So I did it with that, and it was really a good experience, I wanted to say. But like we buy pads for like what, packet costs for like around 80 rupees a month, and compared to this, it's like literally price saving and pocket friendly. And who doesn't love a pocket friendly period, right? I mean, I love pocket friendly everything, not just this. But yeah, coming back to the point, this actually retails for 4.99. I got it in offer. Some offer was going on Nykaa for like what, 40 to 50% off was going on, so I got it for 2.99. But I'm just mentioning it here that it costs for 4.99, and it's from the company called P Safe. There are actually 3 sizes that comes along with it: the small, medium and large. I got the large one. It does mention here that large is for the people who have given vaginal birth, but I have not given vaginal birth yet. You know, there are pros and cons to everything, but pros are, to be honest, pros of this menstrual cup is more than the cons. So I don't think there can be much hassles for it, but it's not for someone who maybe, you know, has a very the less amount of flow they have, so that can be okay. For one thing I want to mention is that when I first time wore it, okay, so it has to go all the way in. That like nothing should be visible outside. So even the stem has to go inside. Okay. So what can happen is you might sometimes think that you have lost it inside, and you have to like, oh my god, you have to go to hospital and cut it out of the vagina. It takes a while to take it out. It takes practice, but it will happen. So when you're stuck in the moment like of taking it out, just don't panic, because I was panicked for 1 second. Okay, for 1 second, because I was not able to find. So I have to literally put the like fingers inside properly to like, you know, create the suction as I said, and take it outside. So overall, it was not a bad experience. Obviously, the taking out part, it has to be come with more practice. It's okay. It's not any problematic or anything. It's pocket friendly. Obviously, it is FDA approved, so I totally trust it, because FDA doesn't approve anything which wouldn't be good for our body. Okay, but you know, I read this, I saw this one review also, that a girl tried to use it, and she was so stressed that she did not bleed for the whole day at all. That can happen to anyone, because as I said, experience matters from person to person. So sometimes it can be problematic for person to use. It was really easy for me, because I went in with no expectations. If you have used tampons earlier, or even if you have not used, it's very easy to be used. You just need to see enough videos and understand how to take it out properly. Literally like okay, blessing in a disguise, I would say. So yeah, this was really helpful to me. And also one thing to say before leaving, that make sure that you read everything before, read and review everything, see what is there, what's not there, what suits your body, what doesn't suit your body. You can get this on Amazon as well. So I read those reviews only which was there on the product page. Otherwise, apart from that, I did not see anything on YouTube and internet and stuff and all. So yeah, that was my experience. If you have any questions regarding it, any type of question, I'm ready to help. Just mention in the comments below. I cannot get, you know, really personal on this video, because I cannot relate to a person completely. Be definitely ready to, you know, talk sister to sister. I'll be really happy to share it. Or that's it. That was my review. That went in and did it. I tried it, I tested, That's why I come here to share the experience with you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, lovelies.